Hey there folks, Greg Shepard here, S&A Financial Services. In today's video, I'm going to be speaking to those that have 20 to 25 years till retirement. 40 to 50, 45, under 50 years old, okay? Stay tuned. I'm going to get on top of my soapbox here for a little bit, all right? So for those of you, again, that don't know me, my name is Greg Shepard. I do specialize in helping folks all over the country. Just makes sense to those oftentimes confusing TIAA accounts. You can tell I've said that once or twice before. Okay. So do everyone do yourself a favor. Don't do yourself a favor. Do somebody else. I'm not re-recording this video. It's Friday afternoon, 4:41. My wife's already texted me that I need to get home and start dinner for a dinner party we're having. You all don't care about this at all. Okay, so do somebody else a favor, and if you know of somebody, maybe your adult children, or a colleague of yours that's in that bracket, that age bracket, 40, 45-ish, has 20, 25 years to retirement, do them a favor and send this video to them. This may be the most influential piece of information, not advice, that they can absorb for their future self. Man, that sounds ominous. Okay, again, not advice here, folks. This is my opinion backed by math. Where to begin? And I'm going to preface by telling you that a lot of you that have reached out to me that have done these, we'll call them formal retirement plans, have told me specifically they wish when they were 20s, okay, but for the sake of this video, we'll say in the 40s, had this information afforded to them. Okay, so let me give you an idea. I just got the phone not that long ago. It's kind of the catalyst of this video with a 43-year-old male, higher education, very smart individual, way smarter than myself, engineer, and asking me all kinds of questions around TIAA. Now, he's not the only one reaching out to me in this age group, okay? Asking about TIAA Traditional, where does it fit? How much do I need? A lifetime income, 120-day restoration rule. With this individual, we're about 45 seconds into it, and no, stop. Why do this is kind of a version of the conversation. I'll trunk it. I kind of came across a little smart alecky. I think that's my dad's words there. He's okay. So I asked him, why do we want traditional in your portfolio? You're 43 years old. And the answer was pretty obvious. He wants to smooth out the volatility. He wants to weather the storm during like a 2022, 2008. He feels good, can sleep at night, knowing that sliver, that piece of his portfolio is going to be there. My smart alecky response is why? And of course, reiterated. And I obviously I knew where he was going. We just kind of went back and forth a little bit. And volatility is your friend when you're young. Okay, you're depositing money into the account. You're buying things on. You've heard it all before, but it is backed by math. Okay, so I did a very simple exercise with this individual. I shot him an email, and did it get across to him? I know it did. Will he act upon it? I do not know. I have found over 25, 26 years doing this, those that are more now hang with me on this. Those that are more educated around the markets, that have more knowledge, that kind of coincide around the markets, are more comfortable with a higher presence, a higher allocation towards the stock market. Now, I told him, and my argument is very simple: you should have 100% of your account in the stock market. Now, it's going to go up and down, right? It's going to go up and down, up and down, up and down. But I'm chock full. I'm full of useless information when it comes to the markets and patterns and all that stuff. Of course, I have no idea what the future holds, and a lot of you will send me emails, what if. Irrelevant. There's always what ifs in the past, right? The truth is the market goes up 8 out of 10 years on average and down about 2 out of 10, all right? So there's only been 2 times in my lifetime, I'm 49 years old, where the market has gone negative 2 calendar consecutive years. Did I say that correctly? Okay, two consecutive years. There's all kinds of information out there, all right? So, and again, a lot of you have pointed to the fact that they wish when they were 40 years old, they'd have more in the stock market. Okay, so if you're 40, if somebody, a kind soul, sent this video to you and you're watching this video, you're 45, 40, whatever, 40-ish years old, ask yourself, why do you have money in traditional? Why do you want money in traditional? Now, there could be justifications, some ancillary issues as to why. Maybe you're not good with money. Okay, this provides you a steady, predictable source of income. I get it. Okay, maybe you still don't have a lot of money. I get it. Okay, those are 2 justifiable reasons as to why I've used lifetime income for those in the past. But if you got a, monetarily speaking, a good head on your shoulders, you're 40, you're 20 years from retirement, 25 for sure, folks, take a step back and then take a big leap into the stock market world. Okay, come on in. Okay, the water is nice in here. Okay, I'm 49 years old. My personal portfolio is well, I got a little cash now, but typically 100% in the stock market. Okay, close your eyes and I'll see you in 20 years. That's probably the best piece of advice you can get when it comes to the markets. There's too much noise out there. Okay, again, when it comes to traditional, your colleagues down the hall may have told you it's a great investment because it's guaranteed, and it's only and you can turn it into lifetime income that's going to pay you money, a guaranteed amount of money for the rest of your life and your spouse's life if you're married and you do joint survivor benefit 100%. All sounds great. Opportunity cost is you miss out on the good years for the stock market that's sitting in that TIAA Traditional getting 4.25% or something thereabouts. I did a future value of money exercise with the person that called. I shot him an email, and I'm going to go off memory here, folks. Do not fact check me on this. This, again, is more for conceptual ideas and right trying to get home to those folks that are 40-ish years old. $100,000, so I used a 40-year-old individual. Initial start point, $100,000. We're putting in $15,000 a year. We did two scenarios. One scenario where we had an S&P 500 and a growth investment. This split 50-50, very simple. In the other portfolio, the other scenario was a mixture of 30% traditional, 20% bond fund, something like a 60-40. I can't remember exactly, like a 60% stock market allocation, 40% split between traditional and a bond investment, okay? We wanted to see how much money this individual will have at 65 years old. That's 25 years. Again, loose on details, but you get the idea. Scenario one, the equity portfolio at age 65 had 1.9 million, just south of $2 million. The other one had 1.2 million dollars. I do remember that the difference being was $787,000, something like that. That's a big number. Then we took it one step forward. The amount of money he accumulated, this individual, hypothetically speaking, the amount of money he accumulated in traditional, we flipped it to lifetime income, earning a rate of return payout, 8%, which is very advantageous. Then we took the rest of the money to a rollover IRA, extracted from the rollover IRA, only the interest being produced. Okay? So, and then in scenario one, where the equity portfolio, we rolled it all over to an IRA, okay, and just took the interest, okay? And I don't remember exactly, but I think the income stream was like the equity portfolio would drive $124,000 a year, while the other portfolio, the other scenario with lifetime income and some income coming from the rollover IRA was like $84,000, $85,000. Again, a big difference. Then we wanted to see what the portfolio would look like at age 92 when we said this hypothetical person would expire. The equity portfolio, again, was like a little south of $2 million, okay, while the other one was like $900,000 and some odd $1,000. Again, a big difference. All right. So is it worth your future self, monetarily speaking, to be comfortable during the down years for you to make less income in the future? I know I just slaughtered that, but I think you get my idea. The opportunity cost of you putting money when you're young into TIAA Traditional is the market. Okay, yes, it goes down. It goes up 8 out of 10 years on average. It goes down 2 out of 10 on average. Okay, I'm chock full of all kinds of useless information for the stock market. Check it yourself. 20, 25 years. Please don't send me all these emails about, what if this happens? What if this happens? Folks, 30 years ago, they were saying what ifs. There's all kinds of what ifs in the past. There's going to be all kinds of what ifs in the future. So do your adult children, if you have some, and your colleagues that are in the 40s, a favor, send them this video, and there's not a better piece of, not advice, information they could absorb when it comes to their investing and what they'll look like, monetarily speaking, financially speaking, when they're 65 years old. If you are of that age, 40 some odd years old, reach out to me, challenge me on this, or I'll help you. I like those conversations better. I'll help you and reallocate or help allocate your portfolio as you want, given the information I just shared with you. Okay, my information should be below. I'm going to fire someone. Okay. All right, Friday afternoon, I'm getting the heck out of here. I got to keep on the good side with my wife. Hey, you all go and enjoy your weekend, and we'll do it again soon. You all take care. Bye-bye.